Well, now to an I-Team exclusive. Each year, hundreds of thousands of college students go overseas to study abroad.
But too many heartbroken parents have learned their kids were actually in danger, disappearing or dying in a foreign country.
And now there's a new push to make sure all students are safe. Jonathan Vigliotti reports.
If you've been to college or have an undergrad of your own, chances are you've seen the glossy brochures for exotic study abroad programs. The destinations are endless, along with the demand from students looking for that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
He was the only boy on the program with 14 other girls. They call themselves Ravi's Angels.
Ross Thackerdine's 19-year-old son Ravi set his sights on Costa Rica, the perfect place for the Swarthmore University chemistry major to study. Ravi was ultimately selected by the Global Health Program offered through Duke University. In the spring of 2012, Ravi took off for the tropics, but his studies, his life abruptly came to an end a few months later.
I lost my son, and my children lost me as they lost their brother.
Ravi was swept away in a rip current while on a school trip to a beach known for drownings. Making this tragedy more unbearable, Thackerdine says Duke University wouldn't tell them exactly what happened when the school called to deliver the news.
We are not privy to any information. Walls go up, and you're left on your own to try to pick up the pieces.
It's estimated that dozens of students die overseas every year. In just the past 2 months, 5 students have died while traveling abroad, according to published reports. But for a $17 billion a year private industry that attracts more than 270,000 students annually, study abroad programs are largely unregulated.
We have laws here about safe campuses, and those same laws should apply when you're escorting certainly K-12 students abroad. And I believe it should also be true of our scholars. These students are our best and our brightest.
Cheryl Hill's son Tyler died in 2007 while studying in Japan. She later started the Clear Cause Foundation, a website to share her story. Practically overnight, families like the Thackerdines were reaching out to share theirs.
In many cases, these families have had to try and get their bodies home of their children without any help from the program that escorted them there.
To date, Hill says she's assisted 30 families dealing with death. Her website is the beginning of the first organization that tracks the dangers abroad, and it's now getting attention from lawmakers.
Right now, there's nothing. Right now, it's buyer beware.
Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney is sponsoring the first bill that would require schools to report their safety records and put in writing a Bill of Rights for parents.
So we can have better information and make better choices about where these programs are conducted, how they're administered, and who goes where.
The only thing that gives me purpose is to make sure that other parents and other families don't have the pain that we have.
Ross Thackerdine knows nothing will bring her son Ravi back, but she hopes his death brings transparency to an industry she says still needs to grow up. And the Thackerdines are now in the process of suing Duke University for wrongful death. We reached out to Duke and also officials with that program. We have not heard back. As for the legislation that you heard from the congressman, it is being introduced this month. We're here in the newsroom. Jonathan Vigliotti,